All right. Oh, hey there. It's been a long time since I've seen that name. Yeah, reasonable time, definitely. I'm usually at like the midnight and everything like that, but thankfully today I got some extra time to be on a little bit earlier. I'm gonna turn this down so I can trim this up without making it too loud. Hey, Flu. I know, I know. It's been a good bit, and and also, like you said before, I'm actually on your time now. I think, yeah, it's probably about 11 or so where you're at, or something like that. So, neat to see y'all again. Um, and then over there, Coley. Yeah, it's been good. Just this whole past week, I've been trying to edit videos. So also, it's not a lot of the same topic that people like to watch and everything. But I've been editing videos for my YouTube channel so that I can put something out because it's been a little bit. So that's also what I've been doing too. But for the most part, I posted that one I think yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that. And now I'm gonna go and make. I'm gonna go and stop it, Flu. But right now I'm just making tooth rings because I have actually a couple people at work that want to represent the tooth gang. So I'm gonna try a couple ways of making this a little bit more faster. But I'm gonna see what I can do for production of my little cursed ring that I got. So I got a blanks idea on trying to get this done. And then I'm gonna trim it up, see what I can do with it after, pour it up probably today, and then see if it comes out half decent. It's looking a little dull, but I can shape it up. I can make it better. Let's see if this is loud. Yeah, it's kind of. Stop it, Flu. You stop it. At that price, at that point it would be made of real teeth that I would have to go get from dental offices. I want to unsettle people. And I think that's for and I think even in that case for people that have been with me since I started this and everything like that. I would totally just make a set for all the originals. Flu, Pata, Cully's one of my other original ones. Nora, well, that one kid that wants to be a dentist that's in high school still. So it'd be neat to make a set of these to be able to share out to all of you that made this enjoyable at the beginning. Yeah, definitely. Always, you want to ask away. You know I'm here for that. Hey, and then there's Ben, Benny and the Jets. Congratulations, Ben. You are not getting out of me sending you money. You're too funny, Blue. Ben, congratulations on what you're about to be taking on right now. So I saw that message. I messaged you back, but good on you. You're gonna probably set the test to take in 3 days or something. Knock it out. Yeah, show all those people at work. You're not getting out of me sending you money. That's too funny. Oh, Flu, you're too much. I swear. Check chat box is on the screen. What's happening on screen? Oh, Moth? Hold on. Is it? Oh. Thanks, Ivy. Stupid. I can't believe I always forget to refresh this stuff. And this, I have to do just that. Someone at the door? Oh, you just barely missed me? I think someone's at my door. Just a second. Oh, did I wake up at 5 a.m. to say hello? One moment. Alright, I'm back. Turns out it was just a package being delivered, thankfully. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I just go live too late. Or I go stream at like 10 o'clock my time, so it's always crazy. 1, 2, 3, and this is then getting money from. I will. No, okay. How about this? I don't know if you know it off the top of your head, but tell me your ring size so that I can actually make it fit and everything, and then we can try to work something out. Odd times for sure. Also too, with that, which would be super neat, is if I can get like an impression of, which is odd, if I can get like an impression of a person's front teeth to be able to make a copy of it, I think that would be even neater. Size 10, by the way. Okay, I think you're about one size above me, because I believe, if I can remember right, I think I'm a 9, which I have my original model that I had mine based off of. This was my original blank that I made the ring out of, but ooh, and that too. That's I need to get a size guide, because there's been quite a few people that I've been showing off my cursed items at work and everything. Some of them want some of them want a ring, some of them want vampire teeth made like a retainer to wear for Halloween. I don't know why a lot of people aren't stopping by my place to get impressions, but that would be a fun thing to continue to make. I have too much vacation time built up, so I need to take some time off. I need to take a day off here and there, so that I don't just hold on to, or so that I can't accumulate more. Tooth brass knuckles. Are you saying something, Blur? Are you saying something? In parts. I was thinking of something when it came to brass knuckle-esque type of tooth cursed items and everything like that. With that, let's see. Not evil. You just, you are preparing. You're keeping ready so you don't have to get ready. But whatever you need to do. But I was thinking some type of brass knuckle type of deal, what I would be able to do with it that's fairly themed. But I like parts. Like maybe it's like set of teeth, maybe like an earlobe or something going on. Who knows? But how are you supposed to be a workaholic if you take vacations? I know, Ben. I feel like that this is unprecedented why they keep telling me to not work. And especially it's a patient term right now, so it's even as busy as it usually is. It's just polishing and sealants, but man, yesterday kicked my butt with just, it was just a straight 8.5 hours of just patients in all 4 rooms back to back to back, since it's almost the end of the term, and they were just constantly, hey, can I get this in? I was like, if there's a chair open, you get them in that chair and you do what you need to do. So that was a busy day yesterday, and I felt pooped, and it was me, and it was not our usual M, but our program director M. And so it was a tough day to have just our 2 sets of eyes watching all these students watching all these students work on people. Let's see. How would it look like if you just glued a bunch of canines like Wolverine? Oh, that's so in your case, like you're mentioning, I think I have a set of canines here, or I have a set of teeth over here. So, and the thing about this is usually when they go and make these little cards and everything, a lot of them already have an angle on them to have that little protrusion kind of stick out like so. So it already kind of has an angle to it. Oh, that would look tight. Oh, just like a set, and it just goes along. That would actually be pretty sick. Let me see. Bro, I know, right? It relatively fit right about there, so it would stick up. Let's see, where's my camera angle? I like that. I like that. I kind of want to make it like really reach out to something along that, but teeth. Ooh, ooh. Next thing you know, Miller's on cops. We can't identify the body. It has tooth marks on it, but it doesn't match any type of human anatomy and occlusion type that we have in our known system. How are we gonna catch this killer? I can already see it now. Just just 9 of them on each hand, 18 canines just. Hmm. Let me cook real quick. Let me see what I can do here. $1,000. So, can my hand fit in here? It can fit in here. This would be perfect for an alginate. I can take an alginate of just knuckles, pour it up. I can have a cast. I can work on the cast, have it be able to do that thing. It is getting closer to Halloween, so the spookiness must continue. Let's see. How's this doing? I need to reheat this. Like, who else has done that? You know, if you look at if you end up for some reason looking for dental laboratory like props and stuff like that, these dental laboratory technicians that are out there that actually got all the cool things, they make some really neat stuff. A lot of 3D printing, but just with like their leftover material, they'll just be like, oh, let me just sculpt an octopus out of this. Oh, watch, let me bring up an octopus. You get Pioneer the cosplay. Yes. Let me go and bring up one of them, and I think it's pretty hard to find sometimes. This dental lab. It's not one of these. I know I have it saved to my phone. Tooth. What is it called? Dental. Yeah, it's a tough one to find. It's a purple octopus that they made, and it looks super cool. I'll have to snag it from my sets of photos that I have. If you can retail teeth prosthetics like a pro, that would be an untouched side gig. That's ladybug earrings. Oh yeah, where did my ladybug earrings go? Let's see. This was one of my prototype. Yeah, I think you were here for that. But this was one of my little prototype ones, which it was like way too dark for the most part, and it didn't have any shine of the green in it. So I ended up redoing it again. For one, I need to actually get like good impression material. Actually, I need to order more impression material. But I made this. I added a drop of white to the green to really bring out it out a little bit more. I know it's around here. Let me go get it. I know it's not on my kids' ears right now because they didn't want to wear it today. Let me check real quick. Maybe they are wearing it. Maybe I didn't really know. Yeah, it'd be neat to get into a niche like you're mentioning and everything like that. I think my kids are wearing it today, but it's kind of it's kind of on and off, and then usually they're kind of like somewhat fighting over like, oh, I want to wear this one or whatever it is. Let me go and vacuum my work area. There we go. All right. What I'm kind of interested in, as far as what we have here, is I need to find a way to remake. I need to find a way to mass make canines. That's my thing. Oh, cool. Dental questions are always dental questions are always appreciated too. You guys got? Shoot. How did I want to do this then? I think I know how I'm going to do this. Oh no, I can't do it that way. Because this was able to do it. Ooh, I like that. Can you brush too much to the point where it damages your teeth? Oh yeah, and then it's also been some time since you guys have kind of seen why don't we probably know why we don't use our bench and everything. Why I'm not showing the bench, because this is my whiteboard now. one of our trays that we use out there. But can you brush too much? Yes, exactly. When it comes to that, usually there's two factors when it comes to brushing. One is going to be pressure. And then, of course, this is stupid and turned around. Let's see. Let's do 180. Oh, yeah. Now we got things. Yes, lies. So we got either pressure or we got firmness. So usually when it comes to all the things that we have and everything like that, we have a couple layers of our tooth and everything. And of course, ever since we're going to go and brush these little teeth, just depending on either the bristles being firm or soft, is going to be what wears away at our teeth. Because usually we have a good healthy amount of outer stuff, which is called enamel. And with the enamel right there, with a soft toothbrush bristle, that should be able to very lightly brush against the enamel without wearing it. Now, if you get more towards the firmer area, where you're either medium, hard, or extra hard firmness of your tooth bristles, that's going to wear away at different parts of your enamel differently. So if you're brushing the neck of your tooth or the body of your tooth, it's going to wear it down little by little, where you have this little sunken in area right there. But not just that you'll go and wear away at this area, but also because our gums are usually right about here. So this is going to be our gums. With our gums usually following where our tooth is, because the bristles are too firm or hard, or you're putting too much pressure, that's going to traumatize their gum tissue and it's going to pull down and away, leaving you with a longer tooth with a ditched in area. Not only wear the enamel, but gum retention. Hey, look at you! I didn't even look at the chat yet. Hey, good job, Ben. You're on your way. I like that. Number 2, Brett. Toothbrushes come in hard, medium, or soft bristle. Oh, soft. Soft or extra soft. So yeah. You want to go either soft or extra soft bristles. And if you feel like, oh, well, it doesn't feel like it's doing a good job, well, just use an extra soft with more pressure, with a little bit more pressure and just more time. Or if you're like, oh, I don't like using soft bristles. I want to use at least medium or hard. Then if you're going to use those firm bristles, then very light pressure and less time. Very light pressure, but same amount of time that you usually be brushing your teeth, which is like 3 minutes or so. It's kind of weird but long. No, it's all good. I would be doing a disservice not talking dental, since that is like my jam. It's kind of all I know here. But you hit us with that. I need something else here. Ooh, that one's loud. That's gonna be annoying. Let me cut this down a little bit. When I brush, sometimes I get skin building up on inside of my cheeks. Okay, so we got. I brush, sometimes I get skin build up inside of my cheeks. Okay. So with that, is it more like, let's see. I guess some things that we start off with are, what are some things that you do, maybe if you do as a habit? Like, do you bite your cheeks? Do you slowly, or just like as a something that you pass the time, or you're stressed, do you bite the insides of your cheeks? Sometimes I get skin building up inside my cheeks. Because it could be something. It could be something not really aligned with cheek chewing, but I know some people would have this, that would have some reactions to. Some people would have reactions to, or new reactions to toothpaste or to mouthwash sometimes, where they weren't before. And you'd think like, oh, well, why do you, there's no way I gained a new allergy. Well, everyone can gain a new allergy depending on, during different stages of their life. Just like I got, time to get the kids. You take it easy, Ben. Hopefully see you on the flip side as an RDA. I'll see you on our side. No, it only happens after I brush, and I use a tongue to clean it up. It's a thick membrane, almost like skin. Yeah. When it comes to that, let's see. I kind of have a feeling that I've been through something like that before. And this was like early in my dental life, where I was just like, that must be just weird. Because I remember having that where it's almost like I can pull it, I can almost just tear it off a little bit without it like bleeding. It was just like, oh, I was shedding the inside of my mouth essentially in a weird way. But it was just like a lot of times with like my cheek and everything. Ow, I didn't mean to hit my hand like that. But what I ended up doing at that point, when I did go through a little bit of that, was I shifted from my normal, I shifted from what I was using currently to, I switched from the toothpaste that I was using and the mouthwash that I was using, and changed that. That I don't believe was an issue, because I ended up going back to it later and not having that. But I started looking at my diet. What was I ingesting? What was I eating? What was I eating within that 24 hours before then that may have made a thick layer on the inside of my mouth that I just didn't feel that was unnatural until I cleaned it off. And so one of my big things that I ended up doing it for me was sour stuff. Very sour, acidic candy and things. Because I was just a huge candy person. But that's what I think if I believed right, what worked for me was stepping away from either sour candy or just doing it not as frequent. Just if I wanted it, I would go. I know, right? But I would just, if I wanted to just eat candy, I would just do like a big mass mountain of it and then not do it for the rest of the day. Because I took away the frequency and just made it a 1 or 2 times a day type of story. So I think that's what ended up fixing it for me was sour stuff. But yeah, ain't that truth, right? There's a bunch of things that we all are that we're all eating that we would like to cut down on. Oof. Let me turn that down for y'all. There we go. Just another. Yeah, it's just weird that it like happens. I remember that feeling at that time too. Good question. Oh, let me bring this up a little bit. Good question when it came to it. Yeah, because you've seen my face and everything like that too. It is a mixture of an islander and everything like that. So, islander, Mexican. So, I'm islander, Mexican, and something else like, and just like my islander, Mexican, white. It's a big old mix, muddy of everything. So, I get a lot of. You look like this, but I don't know if you are, but you kind of don't have this type of like skin tone to make it work, and then your eyes are kind of shifted in a different way than usually these people have it. It's just a big old mix of stuff. A big old mixed soup. But it is, yeah, you're a Jamba Juice. I like that. Essentially, it's what it is. But yeah, I'm one of the islanders of Guam. In my history and everything like that, and then just a bunch of mixed Mexican and stuff like that. But you call yourself Mexican? Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it is. Just like, especially when people just get it down to it, it's like, hey, when they ask, it's like, oh, I believe I'm this and this and that. I know there's some people that are like that. They're just like, but I'm just an American. And none of these other things should be able to matter. It's like, I really don't care. It's just, what do you think I am? Because you're probably right. You're probably not wrong. So it's fairly easy for me to just kind of just let that go, to let whatever they call it slide, because it doesn't really affect me too much. I don't find my home with all these different things, even the ones I call out. That I'm so mixed that now I just have my own little group of Jamba Juices that I just roll with. So, as you've seen, just really laid back. Oh, look at you, Tagalog, yeah, or Spanish. The lovely thing about that, like I mentioned, this Jamba Juice doesn't know which home to find. Don't know. I know very little dental Spanish to get me by in the office, right? And Tagalog, just whatever my grandparents were able to teach me, which is literally nothing. It's only pretty much a half a day and like a couple little phrases here and there. But apart from that, yep, exactly. That's the main thing. Just be a decent person. Hopefully karma will take care of you. I try to stock up on as much points as I can to redeem whenever I need to, and it's worked out for me. Just don't be a terrible person, but you don't have to be the best person if you don't want to be. Just be okay. Be just good. You haven't even dropped one F-bomb. You are right. You're right, and I think it's because, and I think this is the reason why it comes to this a lot of times, is that I'm so used to teaching and being able to keep that hidden that it's just natural for me to be easy like that. But then once I walk away from stream, or once I walk out of the classroom, it's just terrible. It can be terrible. And I think that just comes from the very little military background that I have, is that it was just always a part of it. But isn't that like everyone? Like, oh, when the lights are out, everything gets weird. Yeah. Oh man, it is something else to that's the thing when it comes to it. Like I mentioned, very, 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 very like insignificant at all, because I tried. I went in and tried to make it work, and it just didn't, and it fell through. But I got enough time to see. I got enough time to see that I don't belong there. Right? I got enough time to see that I don't belong there. And I was old enough to already know and have my own purpose already set. So I just recognized that. I was like, hey, I always wanted to try it. I did try it, and I got the little experience I got to do. And I just felt joy from being able to give it a try, and raising my hand and being able to get selected. So that was fun. Was I gonna go do teeth? I wasn't going to. When I went in there, I wanted to try to do a quick little changeover and do something different, but it was going to be in computers. That's where I was going to be. Fun time though, getting smoked, getting just beat over there, getting beat under your what do people call them, drill instructors or RDCs, whatever. Fun time, very enjoyable. Very enjoyable to go through with a lot of other people. You know it. You know it is. But a lot of times when you get to that point and you're in it with other people and everything, when you're in it with other people and it just sucks all around, you're like, yeah, at least we're going through this sucky time together. That's what it usually ends up being. Oh, I like that. So another person that's lived on the edge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, because what did you? I'm trying to remember, because I know Pata is trying to do other things. Ruined my life by being connected to crime, but always kept it clean. I like that. I like that. Always kept it clean. Right. You just have to just. That's how you get your fix, right? That's how we get all can say that we've actually done something, but thankfully it wasn't enough to hurt or ruin someone else's time or anything. We do it morally, hopefully. And now I've been building myself up to 0 while I was 31. It's so demoralizing. Yeah. 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 I don't know how. I'm just hands. You've seen me. I'm just hands. I that's terrible at Kingdom Hearts, which I haven't given up on. Just have to go back into it. But And the thing is, like, and I don't know if you were here for that when I was talking to everyone at the time, was getting home from work. I don't usually go out and spend time with friends or anything, or there's barely any of them for me. But just getting home from work, doing my normal day stuff with the kids, and then ending the night with coming here and seeing whoever can stop by was super cool. I was like, oh, this is like kind of having like friends in a way. This is kind of like, oh, we can go and chat it up, have weird discussions, do whatever we're normally doing, but it's just kind of a distance away. But you guys really opened up my mind to just, I don't have to just go and do this little part on my own. I could chat it up with people that have very different everythings to me, but for some reason they keep on coming back. Yeah, there's this. I remember driving for, I think it was Uber or Lyft, to go and just take people around and everything when I was at this kind of midpoint of it all. And then when I went and picked this one guy up, and we were talking for a little bit, and he said, "Oh, he's like, he told me, I don't know if you know this, but you have charisma." And at that time, I was just like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm trusting that you're saying something good about me. But he said that I have an odd way of just being able to, I don't even know how to even say it. He just said you just have a way to be able to talk to people, and they don't feel odd trying to chat it with you either. Yeah, and that too is just contagious, right? People can feel comfortable talking with you. And I tried to make that just be, and the thing is, and just like we all were, when we were young and teenagers, I was not this person at all. When I was in my high school years, shoot, that kid that I was just not sociable at all. And that was maybe the thing, I just hid it. I was just too much of a people watcher. Maybe I was just an open ear, and I got to listen to everyone, and I tried to relate those experiences of other people to hopefully help out others when I get to see it a second and a third time. So it's yeah, and sometimes you don't need to make sense of it, but just hanging out makes you happy. Yeah, and I ain't going Dennis, right? I know, like, some people are just like, they'll just see stuff like this and they're like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need to watch a screen that has people's teeth being able to come in and out. And and sometimes, and just like how Pata says, he's like, I just have you on while I study, and then if I ever have a question or I want to say something, I'll just throw something in the chat. And I'm like, well, that's all I'm glad for, that someone's getting some benefits from just me being around or making sounds or anything. So it's a nice thing to see that even in the downtime nonsense that I'm doing this stuff, that I can help give someone clarity, or I can just help someone pass their time. So it's you guys are very much a part of this and helping me feel like it's worth it, as I may be somehow, for some reason, a part of you guys, and just making it an enjoyable time on your side. So as like you mentioned, we're both helping each other. Because I can be doing this I can just be watching my usual videos, my usual YouTube channels, and just slogging at this alone. But it's it's neat at least doing this with the people that may have something to say. So you're well appreciated, as all of you are. It would be cool one day, like you mentioned. One day it would be cool if it gets a little bit bigger, to be able to have a even still niche name. In 6 months, you're gonna be Boxing Jake Paul. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't that be just the bee's knees, to be able to be a part of something, or just be recognized by like some, not recognized, but just have like a shout out from like someone that's like up there. It's like, hey, looking at this weird channel, looks like they're doing something good. How about if you ever have anything that you want to learn or anything like that, go to this place because it's not too bad. And I've been seeing that too with one of my recent videos that I made about taking X-rays. That's really been, compared to my other videos, doing well in its numbers. And a lot of comments have been coming onto that video saying that the way I explained it, the little humor that I drop in there every now and then, that it's that it made it make sense to them. And I was like, perfect. Whatever I did for that video, I need to re-replicate whatever I did there. So I'm trying to think of my little back catalog of video ideas and and doing that stuff. But in the meantime, like I mentioned, I wanted to make that little I wanted to make that that little nightmare video, because that's the crap that I go through when I go to sleep is stuff like that, usually influences of games tied into dentistry that I have weird dreams about. So doing that one, I have a part 2 one that I'm doing, which is going to be backrooms related. And then Nora from the chat mentioned that I should, because we were kind of spitballing a lot of different spooky video ideas. Nora was like, oh, you should do a Silent Hill PT version. And I've had that idea in my mind for a long time, so I just need to film it, edit it, and such like that. I wanted to do a Saw version. This is mainly everything that I want to do in October. Once October's done and Halloween's done and over with, I'll probably calm down on those videos and go back to my educational ones. But one day, or through one of my other little series that I want to get going and started, I'll probably try to find a way to reach out a little bit more. It's gonna age restrict your videos. I know, that's the tough part when it came to some of these things. Yeah, exactly. That's where it came to this, that I can't make it as much. Yes, and that was another thing that I was thinking of even doing with like this stuff right here, just live streaming, is that I really should make this a whole different piece and have like very little connection to it at all, and it may even go over there because I'm hopping too much to these different categories, and the algorithm doesn't know where the hell to feed me at. So it's something that I've been considering too, is trying to get that locked in to a specific thing. Yeah, that's an important thing to take away from it, is to not taint the little things that I got going on for it right now. Yeah, and one for game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I need to. That was another piece too. That's what my family member was telling me, to separate certain things. And that's something that's probably going to be coming up here soon, so I can have that specific presence in one and in the other. Let me trim this real quick. That is something that first time you sent something over here. Yeah, especially with the PayPal account thing too. I mean, I could totally hook up the current one that I have there, but I think I should probably make a whole separate one that's tied to just channel material and channel things. So that's gonna be that's another venture that I need to go into, because I don't want to keep on hooking up personal stuff to these services and such. So that is something I have to get done too. Oh, come on. I see what you're saying there. I see what you're saying. I'll work on getting that to be a thing, because I know I've seen that option come up, and I need to fill in that little check mark there when it comes to that. You're too crazy, I swear. I like that your name's the same over on one platform to the other. And I feel like you have a reason or a name, some type of story behind that. Blurred Blue. Unless it's just like something you've used your whole life in games and everything like that. Blue is my real name backwards. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's so cool! That's very neat style of having that work then. Wolf Blue. Oh, cool. Fenrir. Oh, that's so neat. That's right, and I think that's also something I need to keep recognizing, is that just different naming styles, of course, since we are so far from each other, that I wouldn't have even recognized it. I was named after the wolf that kills Odin. Oh, super tight. Super cute. Yeah, it's Fenrir. Oh, that's so neat as a concept, and also, like you mentioned before, that a lot of us where I'm at are pretty obsessed with your mythology and everything. So that's a cool little nod to it. Very neat. But like I mentioned, with my baby tooth named Freya and everything, I'm definitely one of those that caught that bug. Did I cut myself? No, I didn't cut myself. According to Ragnarok, when Fenrir unleashed, Asgard falls. I used to play a game called Ragnarok. That was a online game back when I was younger. When it first came out in like 2000, 2001. Not God of War, but like it used to be called International Ragnarok Online. I guess that's the true word to it, Ragnarok Online. God of War, I need to play God of War. Oh, that is actually, apart from me probably playing just the PlayStation Portable version of Ragnarok. Apart from me just playing the PlayStation Portable PSP version of God of War, I never got to really play any of them. 1, 2. Is this 3 that's on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5? But yeah, my main introduction to the whole idea of Ragnarok was because of the game Ragnarok Online that I played when I was in my early teens for a long time. So that was where that all came from as far as my knowledge, which was kind of a medium game as far as popularity and everything. Everyone was on World of Warcraft at the time, or I don't think Eve. Yeah, World of Warcraft, Eve, RuneScape, and another one that I used to play all the way back in the day was Tibia, which was that was also super fun with how I don't say small with how minimal the game was. Tibia was fun. Ooh, I like this. I like this story time. I like this especially from yours. But I cannot recommend God of Wars anymore. Really? Okay. Very important to, or very good thing to know then. I have a PS5 that's sitting around, so I'm pretty sure I can just snag that and get that to play. Get the 2018, that's the first game. Right. Yeah, and I have like, apart from knowing that it is going, apart from knowing very little about the game, haven't gotten into like, not really, I don't say spoiled much on it, so that should be a fun one to go. So they say get 2018, that's the first game, then Ragnarok to finish the story. Okay. Actually, I'm pretty sure if I go and talk to my brothers, they probably have it. I actually probably know they do have it. But God of War, that'd be a fun one to get going. Probably one of these days where I have they're gonna chastise you for not playing it. Oh, that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be as I look at my schedule of like the month and everything like that, I'll probably look into playing it when I know that I don't have my family or my kids for a little bit, because that would be a neat one to go through, especially since usually I try to go through it for mainly like the story, and I'm not too much a completionist person, but it's that I assume I can probably crank it out in like 2 or 3 sessions of play, or maybe not, which would be actually pretty cool. Or if you want to play a co-op game, oh, what do they got? Let's play Sons of the Forest. 2 seconds. Let me see whose sons unfamiliar to me. Oh, okay. Craft, build, struggle, survive alone or with friends. Survival horror. Let me take a look at what's this going on. Well, that looks nice. Well, someone's got a good graphics card in their system. I'm just watching the trailer at the moment on Steam. This reminds me of, which is way more detailed and everything. This reminds me of 7 Days to Die. That me and my buds used to play back in the day. Sent to a missing billionaire on a remote island. You find yourself a cannibal-infested hellscape. Craft, build, and struggle to survive alone with friends. Oh, that guy was just charging at us. Oh, look at them. A lot of archery. That's probably the best way to fight these guys off, I'm sure. Oh, why are they frozen? Maybe they're electrified? Maybe they're... Oh yeah, they are... Okay, yeah, they're stunned. Hmm. Ooh, this... Oh, there's crawlers. They're mutated or something. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Sons of the Forest. Oh, it came out this year. Oh, that's pretty neat. What's the required 1060? Neat little version of it. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even see the chat yet. Okay, dude, it's so good. It's not too far away from 7 days, but so much better. Get PayPal. We can come to donate to your 4060 graphics card GPU. I promise not to guess. I need the training. That's too funny. Oh man. Yeah, I'll get things set up more to be able to do it. But yeah, I'm glad that you're also familiar with the 7 days and everything too, to make it as an easy reference. I promise something. I promise not to guess. I like that. Well, even if you were to be realistic and let out your words and everything, probably we'll get that. Do you have a Steam ID? DM me that. Let's see. With that, what is my Steam? Because I usually share my Steam with my brother so that we can all just play each other's games and everything like that. But let me see if I have one that's just straight up me. I reckon that should be... I always forget my password when it comes to this. Or just... Oh, so I do have this. Try connection. Let me go and check what my stuff looks like, because like I mentioned, like usually it's just work and then home and then this stuff if I have time. But I haven't used these in a while. Let's see, what is even my, I barely even know how to use Discord. Let me see. Friends. Is that my ID? Is that what my thing is? Tech. Let me check. how do I do this the correct way? I can go over here, and I think if you were right, I could be able to do this. I can do that. This, you have been... Okay. Oh, I need to actually verify something? Wow, look at me with all these things. What is my thing here? What's my normal one? Sorry, and no, I'm being all laggy on this one, but yeah, I'm gonna guess whisper you something on Twitch so that you can get that here in a second. It just says some weird stuff. Let's see. So 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm putting in the right one here. Where's my thing at here? Alright, that should be good now. That should be good. There. Turn that off. Okay. I think. Whisper. Okay. Okay, I think I got this now. Retry that. And then this. And then I think that's pretty much the same thing for Steam also. Right? Yeah, that should be the same thing for Steam too. There we go. Cool. Where'd my teeth go? Oh, here they are. Hey! There's something new that's showing up here. Over. How do I do this? There we go. I see something new in my things. Yes, the request should have gone through. It should be up here now. Wave. Let me wave. How does that wave work? Okay, that's cool. I'm telling you, very new. Oh, cool. You're good, man. You are dedicated to that, to finishing that, Ivy. It's got to be done. Let's see. There's my wave back. This is one that I made out of, so I took with this one, I did a impression of my current ring, and I did it in thermoplastic. And now that I have a version of this in thermoplastic, I went and poured up the actual tooth set in here, so it should be able to match. And I'm cutting away all the area where the gum line would be. And so once I get this nice and just about almost done and set, I can just pour this up in denture acrylic and then have the rest of this be filled in, and that makes it much quicker to be able to make another one of these. But I'm trying to see if I can fix some of the texture, not textures, but some of the things that I would like changed on mine a little bit. I'm trying to see if I can fix any of them. But yeah, I'm trying to make a streamlined way of doing it. Yeah. Like some of these, like I can see the tooth root, I can see the root of the tooth sticking or showing through this denture acrylic, which I would like it to be a little bit more hidden, just not as visible as it is currently. So I'm going to sink back the neckline of the root of the tooth a little bit so that I can fill in and be a little bit more hidden. So all a little bit of a process, right? I've been and all canines knuckle buster, like you mentioned, 9 on one side, 9 on the other. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Maybe nothing usually with the thumb, but if I can make it opposable with thumbs, so you got thumb ability to not just go and strike forward, but actually like get a good Heimlich maneuver deal. I'm telling you. It's no thumbs, just knuckles. I like that. I'm gonna try to figure out a way, because what I need to do is I need to make one of these impressions with 9 separate canines into it, and then I can at least pour it up and replicate at a mass amount many canines. So that's one of the things I have to do first off, is work with some thermoplastic. But we'll get that going. You're going to see some of the prototypes, and then you're going to get the real nice one soon. I'll see it on the news one day. Reporting from Channel 3. someone with a knuckle duster made of entirely of teeth has been on the run from police since the fight occurred at 2 o'clock this morning at the local bar. Imagine the clout you would get if you're the Wolverine of canines. That would be so cool. You right? That would be something else. And I mean, shoot, his claws are made. Well, I guess the early version of his claws or whatever are made of his bone. Teeth are just modified bone. Actually, teeth are stronger than regular bone. So if he would have gotten it made of teeth, it probably wouldn't be as much of an issue. Would have beat that adamantium. Look me up in the news, man. Yeah, you're not getting caught. Yeah, oh, definitely. Like you mentioned, you got a lot of you got a good one behind that mind of yours, I'm sure. Man, how small and weird the world is. Oh yeah, I'm just contributing to a little bit of the weirdness, just a little. I know, I need to look back at when we first crossed each other's paths. Oh, look at you, just saying exactly what I was about to say right now. I clicked on your video because you were playing the Kingdom Hearts, right? I was just about to say, I don't remember when we first started this. I remember it was Kingdom Hearts, but like I'm trying to think, like, was it that first day that I ended up doing all this? I don't know if it was like my first time rolling this, or which essentially was just like when I started doing all this. So that's also another thing to think about with the streaming and everything. Oh yeah, that's right. Susan was one of my first ones that went and said something in the chats. I forgot, I haven't seen her in a long time. And then, let's see, there would have been that one. Oh, I didn't have anything on that in that video. Is that true? Is that a lonely video? I remember a lot of things. A lot of people came and found me when I was finally in Tron's. I don't know one of those. Oh, this is when my student. Yeah, this is when my old students came and talked with me for the first time on that one too. Here's some. Okay, I found you on one of these. Was it in this one? Was this one of the first ones? Have a nice night. Chat, because you probably remember better than I do. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts, and it was Ayo, look here, teeth and Kingdom Hearts. I thought you had some down to mix that. I love it. One of the most wholesome dudes out there. I can't get more teeth to fix. Dark is so loud. Oh yeah, the music is. Oh yeah, I'm low too. Yeah, also I'm low. Yeah, but yeah, that's right. Shoot, sometimes I even think about that myself. It's like, you know what? There's got to be something brewing behind what's on top of my shoulders here, because I see your name in here. When are you gonna come? Let me see. Okay, I think. Wow. Look at all that. I think this was one of our first times. That's crazy. That's so fun. That was a month ago. Yeah, well, yeah. I was just looking back at what's it called, the old stream, because all of them are saved and everything. I was just looking back at it, and I think it was when I was playing on the bridge in Beast Castle, playing against Zaldin, that I think you may have came in and asked something, and I was like, oh, hey, cool. But just looking back at my little situation that I had in there, and my framing and all the other doodads that I had on the screen, I was like, oh wow, yeah, that was very, very early for me to just do stuff like that. I think I was only like 5 days in or so streaming at that point, and I thought it was like cool. I was like, oh, cool. But your name out of all these was, you and Pata was the ones that stuck, that have been around and stayed. So it's super neat. See something scrolling there. Yes, that's right. In stream, blowing up already. Yeah, and Ivy's. Yep, exactly. Yep, she usually will monitor the streams in case someone says anything, and she'll kind of take actions, or she'll remind me like, hey, your user interface on stream is acting stupid, or it's not updating as you should. Go ahead and fix that. And I'm like, oh yeah, thanks for reminding me, because usually I don't, I'll forget about it and everything. Oh, look, there she is. What is that? I think she got a bit mad at me one time. That's funny. I'm not sure. She would probably remember, if anything, if anything, but you'll find that same thing as I am to her. She's pretty laid back and everything. It's a funny little thing, little, what was it called? Emote? No, probably an emote that I've never seen. Let me see if I can get that to... I think you were in a tooth costume dancing. I was joking. I said you're. I know. She was. I remember that. She's like, nah, bro. He's got like stuff. There we go. No, it was that one time when I think your message got blocked, and that was funny because I was like, "Did you block him?" And she's like, "No, it was the, it was the chat on its own that blocked that joke." And I think it was like, "Oh, your arms are too hairy to be Filipino" or something like that. It was hilarious. That one was fun. I dropped an F-bomb. As long as we're all dropping F's in chat, then that's fine. This is a nice Christian, wholesome server. Which actually, looking at the time frame right now, too, you are up pretty late on this. I know we usually tend to see each other about like 10 o'clock-ish, and that's usually like 1 for you, yeah. So right now it's 1 a.m. Yep. Yeah, because you're 3 hours behind me, plus 12. But it's like right this Friday. Yeah, you're right. That's how I pretty much saw it. That's why I'm on stream. I have beers at home. Any of your bets been working for your fighters? Anyone that you've been betting on that's been actually working out for you, paying out? Usually I hear my UFC news from my buddy at work, but they haven't been talking about it lately. Nah, next fight's tomorrow. Oh. Some dude wearing some tooth brass knuckles gonna show up there? But it's boxing. Oh, okay. That's when you know you hit it big. When we get a boxer out, when we got a boxer waddling his way to the ring, and he's got to take off his brass knuckles of teeth. Or even in more controversial news, underneath his gloves is still wearing his canine knuckles. I like that. It's no longer that he had cement gloves on; it's that he had his 18 canine teeth hidden underneath sewn into his glove. That's the thing too. I was thinking of going. If I can get in a system to where I can pour all these up and everything, where I don't have to keep on buying just this, even though it looks better when they're bought because they have like multiple layers and translucency through them and everything. I'm gonna give it to Ivy. Yes, slip it over to Ivy, and then she's gonna be like, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to make this," and then it's all a little system that's going on. And if I can find a way to mass make these, which another way to do it, I guess, would be 3D printing. I could just get a file, make these 3D print them, get the specific colors that comes with it and everything. She's not mad anymore. Yeah. I'm not sure how she does it. She's working on her animations right now, and she's doing moderating and everything. She can do it all. Alright, where's my little ring? Okay, so this is gonna be one that I want to see if it'll work. Let's test this out. Make me a mod. Be right back. What's that? What's up? here. Piece fell. Alright, I need heat cure. I don't want heat cure. Or I don't need heat cure. I do need this to be, though, boiled. And that to be long and sharp, yes. Let's see. Oh, I can open it up that way. Let's see. How do I do stuff? How to do this always throws me off. Bam. How do I do that? Okay, what's this? This. I think that's how you do it. Right? Oh yeah, I think that worked. You got the stuff. I like that it's a sword too. That's always a cool thing to see on that one. I wonder if that can is that something that can be changed as from swords to other things? Maybe there is. It's too funny. Oh, that's too funny. What do I need? Yeah, I need this. And then there's my spatula. He's got power. He's gonna go and fight the gods with it. I think I can say a sword, but you can make a custom badge that sits by, I think, upon Hercules soundtrack. I can find my way. I can go the distance. It's too funny, I swear. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's too hilarious. I swear. What's in here? I don't think that... This isn't heat cure. Why do I want heat cure in here? Don't stage me. He's got power. We can't do anything. We can't do anything to him. He's too powerful now. Do this one. Tarzan goes hard, as everyone knows, right? Cold cure. Cold. Phil Collins, man, it definitely is always to be recognized. Let's see. Yeah, Tarzan, looking at this man scientist. Yeah, this stuff goes hard. Thankfully, my skin doesn't react to it as quick yet, but it won't be too long before I start getting reactions off of this hardcore stuff. Oh, what's boiling? I have to boil water off on the side, and I do it inside of my little, I do it inside this thing over here. And I'm going to put that into my pressure pot, and with the heat and my pressure pot and adding pressure to it, that's going to make it so that this stuff can harden fast. But I need to be able to make this good enough to be pourable. That's my things. I need to be able to do this quick enough to pour it. I don't know if I have enough, but that's why this is going to be our test set here. It's actually not coming out that, it's actually coming out that bad. Okay, so now that I have this, let me go and do this. What was it say? Next up, how to make toots out of coconut husks. So now, we go and bring in our hot enough water here. We go and toss this little piece in here. Alright, and then air pressure. Start off with a little bit. I'm gonna go put it in a safe spot underneath the bench. psi, and that should work good too. All right, now based on that, because the main thing that with what I'm doing right there is that's just going to be the base with the teeth and everything. It doesn't have the ring style, and so if I can make that work out, then that means I can then size whoever size it needs to be and just affix it to there and do the next part pretty easy. So it's all trial and error when it comes to this. What time is it? It is 4, and so with it being 4 o'clock, I need to go make sure that the wife tooth is not starving, because I'm pretty sure she's waiting for me to go and make something to eat. Or just waiting for me to say that I'm hungry and that she wants to get something. I need to go get more fruit. That's what I need to do. I need to go get more fruit from the store. Look, I never knew that it was the ring size until you said it. I never knew that it was a ring size until you said it. Yeah! Good. Cleanup was easy inside this too, which is nice. This stuff gets super stupid sticky. Alright. And then I got this extra stuff, which I can use. I can do many things with this. I know it has a lot of flakes to it, but what should I construct out of this? I know we were talking about octopus earlier, and I think that was just mainly me. But I can just make little tentacles out of it. And then over many versions of doing these teeth, I'll have this whole little octopus made out of denture acrylic. I'll just have off to the side. Or maybe, let's see, I can still reconstruct this. Just make it a block. Okay, I'm gonna go and let this cure. And when it's done curing, I'm gonna see if I can make something fun with that little worm piece that I got here. But I am going to call it for now. I'm more likely I'll be on later and everything, probably doing more similar things, or maybe I'll actually be playing a game. But it was nice seeing you again, Flu. As you now have access to a couple of my things, you can always keep in touch. You know that. Oh, look at you! Just as I say it, you already had something on. You already had something in the chamber to throw towards me. Look at that. Okay, good. Now I got something to base it off of now. Sweet, sweet. All right, you take it easy. We'll see you. Oh, maybe in the morning. The hammer, yeah.